Hey, Dave, how you doing, bud?
Good. How you doing?
Man, not too bad. Beautiful day. Thank you for the picture. I just sent you the YouTube link.
Okay.
So what you want to do, like if you saw an email, just go ahead and turn off the volume on your computer or the big screen because you'll hear the echo if you don't.
Oh, I just got screen capture from my phone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can do that too. No problem.
Did you email it to me?
I just did,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And then you're going to get, lucky you're going to get a free 3D today because I feel like it.
Oh, cool. All right.
So, because it's just easy, yeah, because it's really easy for me to just look at this and go just real quick. What a nice home you have there.
Thank you. I gotta try to figure out how to turn off the volume on the.
Oh, on the end, that's gonna be a tough one. Maybe I think you can do it on YouTube. Like you can just click the little button.
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Let me. Will give me a second. I'm trying the mirror right now.
It's nice being a geek. I'll tell you that much.
Come on the line. Give me 1 second.
No worries. We're not in any hurry at all.
Okay, I got it.
Cool. Yeah. So.
You did and everything. So good.
Yeah. No. Just.
So I got my.
Go ahead.
Gonna be joining us for neighborhood event.
The biggest thing. So you got that slope next to the house.
Right. Yeah.
And how far down? I just really need to know generalities, like the toe of it. So the top of it, and then where it ends. There is it. Is it 20 feet, 10 feet, 2 people, 3 people high?
How would you say at the bottom, the top of the lot? Maybe like 15 feet? 10 feet?
10 feet.
Yeah, probably like 15 feet.
15 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
And I hear you. Do you have a spouse or an assistant there? It sounds like.
Oh yeah, it's my wife Heather.
Hi, Heather. PJ Corona. Nice to talk to you. Well, yeah. Well, Heather, I'm also a professional marriage counselor.
There you go.
But I only give one piece of advice, and that's to do it the heck she says.
Yeah.
Really good advice. Yeah, I've been doing this a long time. Never ceases to amaze me. Never ceases to amaze me. It surely is. That's why I'm divorced, because I didn't listen to my own advice. So now my question is, where are we putting the spot?
Okay, it's gonna be on the more towards the left-hand side.
Okay, so you got that big open flat area. So you want it. I'm assuming we want it right closer to the edge.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, what do you think? I want to take advantage of the view. I think. Yeah, right in that area. Yeah.
Right in that area. Okay, so when you come off the house, is there you guys have a big? Let me go to 3D here. You guys can see it. So you guys have a big gnarly house there, and this is actually blue. It's kind of a blue house. Is that right? If I'm correct, or what's the color of that?
It's white. Yeah.
It's white. Okay, white. No problem.
Yeah, it's like a white farmhouse, white and black.
White, and then what? And there's a roof, kind of a.
It's composition, like a black roof.
Black roof. Okay, no problem. Since we're doing it, it's nice. You guys, got just.
Couple things have changed on that Google Maps, but that's major.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah. Spend a little bit more of the concrete, over, and we're doing a few other things. Put in a greenhouse.
Oh no, yeah. Really, what we want is to know about that slope, because that's the biggest thing. Is so you guys, it's nicer in the 3D, and like I said, it's just a spa, and we'll zip through it real quick.
Okay.
So, but before we get to that, so you guys have electrical. So let's do the technical stuff first. Where is the electrical panel on the house?
Okay, so around the other side, the front of the house.
The run. So on the
garage.
so we go by the driveway. And if we were coming in from the driveway,
right where the driveway and the corner of the house is.
no problem. And we just need to know the general location. We don't need to know.
Yeah.
And again,
right in there. Yep. You got it right there. Wherever the corner of the house is right in that corner right there.
I'm not saying that the inspectors are dumb. I'm saying that they're really dumb.
Yeah.
So they're just not that smart. No offense to the city. And again, this is on YouTube. So if they want to yell at me, they can. Go ahead. But they're just, it's the bureaucracy.
And
so
the gas is at the 15 on the other side, the back side of the house.
So you have a gas meter?
No, but that's where the connection comes from the propane.
Okay, where's the actual propane tank? Is it over on the right here?
The propane tank, like if you go from the 11, where it's dot 11 or whatever, and you go all out like out in the lavender field, out in that slope.
Gotcha.
So, the other way is left. Oh, is that? Yeah, 15. Oh, feet. I'm sorry, it's not 11 feet. It's right where it says FT.
Oh, gotcha there. It's over that way? Okay. Yeah, because.
Yeah, it's over that way on that.
Yeah, so if it's, here's the question. It's got to be for the heater to work, you got to have an 1.5-inch pipe from, as long as it's 1.5-inch into the house, they can go from there. So as long as they can tee off there, but usually they'd rather tee off, the general location. I think I see the propane tank right there at the bottom of the slope.
Yeah, it's kind of near the bottom of that slope.
Yeah, there it is. So the question is, do you want, where do you want, and I got to put that on the plan. The other thing because you got such a big property is do you know where the septic is?
Yeah, I do. It's in the front of the property.
Okay, cool. Let me just do that real quick. And this is a general location. So again, because the county's like, we want to know where the septic is.
Right.
Because they're like that. They're just not a lot of fun.
Yeah. And you think they have all that information because we submitted it to them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they have it all. They have it all. But they're just not that smart. So when we look at the front of the house, where would the septic be in generalities?
It's right in the grass area. I don't know if you can see it on your Google map. But it's like right in front of the grass area. All that area, right? Yep. Right there?
Okay.
All that grass area all the way across. You see those concrete paver steps there?
Yep.
It kind of passes right underneath those. Yeah, they go
there we go.
Length of the house.
Yep. We'll just put. That's all we got to do is we'll just put septic on there, and that's all the fun people need to know.
Okay.
And then really, what I'll do. So whoever builds it is going to decide whether they're going to come off that propane tank, or whether they're going to, or if you're doing it yourself, you just have to have. And again, you're going to hire a plumber, and then he's going to say, "Hey, we either got to because you can't. You got to use the way the heaters fire." Is there since 2000 they're called low NOx heaters, and that you got to have an 1.5-inch line or they won't fire. They just need so much. They need.
Yeah, no, I got a C53 pool building license, so I'm pretty.
Well, then you know what you're doing. So I don't gotta. Okay, cool. So where do we want to put the equipment?
The equipment could potentially go in the garage. What I'm thinking.
No problem. You just want me to put it in the garage, and I'll put it in there.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, and I don't even think I'm going to be running a gas heater. I might be doing an electric heater possibly.
Cool.
That's a possibility.
Well, when you go into the county, just like because they'll charge you if you're not doing any gas, then you don't gotta pay for the gas run. And just tell me, and I'll take it off because it's not that big. It's not a big deal at all.
Yeah,
and there's no charge.
Was just to kind of keep it all electric, and I was thinking about doing like one of those pool covers, the electric covers that kind of go over the pool possibly. So that's a possibility too to kind of retain the heat.
Well, the problem is, if you do that, it's really hard to have that rim flow edge.
Yeah, we might not do that.
Okay, no problem.
We're going to talk our way through this, and I know you're talking about that, having spillways and stuff like that. My wife, we were kind of talking a little bit on our drive over, and the picture that I sent you is just it's just kind of like more of a standard looking like pool or jacuzzi or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
So that's kind of the lines that we're probably going to go with, because we had something real fancy before in our previous house, how everything that you could have possibly imagined.
Yeah.
So,
Well, then if you're gonna do that, then you can't. So again, if you do a pool cover, it's just got to be square. You know that, so you can't.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, so I mean, they do. I just kind of do some research. You can do some radius corners and stuff. They can do that.
Yeah.
But a little bit more complicated, but they can do that.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is you got two different systems. You got the system that go on track on the deck above, which you can do. Yeah. Then you want either a pool that's called cover pools. Yeah. Yeah. So again, you just tell me, and like I said, for me, I just put it on the drawing. It's a little vault, and it's another detail, and away you go.
Okay.
So, all right. So that's all I needed. That's the. Let me just put the note for the gas.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I think we're going to go with an electric heater, and then
okay.
we're going to do the, because propane's pretty expensive and gas pretty expensive, and we have one of those above ground spots. And I'm going to insulate the pits out of all this stuff. So, and that thing was all electric heater, and it ran great. It only tacked on like $50 on my electric bill, So
I don't know why you got solar out there. I don't. That's that's the way to go out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, then you kind of get some free heat.
Well, you can do two different things. Before you go, my 2 cents, and if you got a C53, I like the solar radiant. Is again, if you're trying to keep that warm, that's what I recommend, because it just that stuff just works way better than the covers. And if you're not doing it, and again, the electric heaters, I don't know, I've never put one on a pool, and they don't, and they're not very. They're hard to find. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah, well, I've already got like a equipment package. I've already got all that. It has everything, like
right on.
The filter, the UV, the chemical controller.
Oh shoot! Well, shoot me that package system, because I'd like to look at it.
Yeah, it's part of like no, not the delivery company. I'll tell you, Bradford Spas. They do like stainless steel and custom spas and stuff, and custom pools, like stainless steel though.
Bradford Pool? Is it Bradford Spas or Bradford Pools?
Let me tell you here. Give me a second.
That's pretty cool. Because I'm all about freaking electric shit. That would be awesome.
Yeah, did you find it?
I'm looking it up right now. Bradford Pools, products.
Bradford, like spas and stuff.
Stainless steel aquatic vessels. Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so that is, drop-in spas, but they're like 60 or 70 grand.
That's okay. I could call them, and I'd do those all day long.
Yeah, but they do equipment packages for this. But this is more high-end stuff, like if you want to put it up on a roof or a deck or, So it's
that's okay.
Like an above ground setup, but it's in ground.
Yeah, but if you got solar electric and you've got all this stuff, my goodness, So okay, awesome.
Yeah, so I had all my equipment outside of my last house, and it kind of got beat up by the sun and all that. So I got some garage space, and just like I said, it's all like skid mounted on stainless steel skid. It's already pre-plumbed, super nice, like professional. It's already done, So you just drop it in, just run your electrical over to it, and then plumb it in, out of the wall of the garage into the spa, and run your.
And you're not having to vent anything now in the garage. You're not having to worry about any of that crap.
Exactly. Yeah, there's none of that stuff. Yeah.
So awesome. Okay. So I got what do you want to start the size of the spool at?
Well, what do you think that picture that I sent you? What do you think that is that I sent you?
I'm gonna say, because you got the lounge chairs there, that would be, I would say that's maybe 20 by 10.
20 long by 10.
Yeah. With that kickout's probably 2 foot.
You think that's a bit big, huh? What's this? My wife wants to know what's the standard size for a spa.
A big spa would be 10. I would say like a huge spa would be 10 by 12.
10 by 12. Yeah. So maybe, my wife's thinking maybe a little bit smaller than the 10 by 10
So
by
maybe
20.
Yeah, so I would say go 12, either go 14 by 10.
Something like that. Put it up the stairs. Let me grab my tape measure.
No worries.
I can tell that you do this a lot.
This is, you know what? I love what I do, and I've done it for 20 years, and I can't wait. Me and my sister-in-law is my business partner, and we just call each other drawers. I just like to draw.
That's good. That's what you do, They go by fast for us, for sure.
Well, what else? You gotta have a purpose in life, and luckily I found mine. This is what I like to do.
Yeah.
And it's a whole bunch of fun. And I'm not quite an engineer. I'm not quite an artist. I kind of fit in between there. So this works out just good for me. So that's the scale.
Yeah.
This is the scale when you look at the pool. So that's a 14 by 10. And that's right on the toe of the slope.
So he's laying it out on the ground right now.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, so.
That's a good size.
I mean, you want to be able to load it.
Yeah.
So you're thinking you're going to be about 6 foot, so if you put 2 bodies in there, load it to 14 or 15 maybe. So, yeah, and what's the width of that, you think?
That's 10 foot.
That's perfect.
Okay.
14 by 10.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. 14 by 10. That's good. We're good on that.
All right.
And what about the steps and stuff? Do you like your house kind of? So.
If you want, what I can do is I can just mirror the. I'm just playing now.
Okay.
I can just mirror because you guys got grapes. I'm assuming on that slope.
It's actually a French lavender farm.
Oh, lavender. Oh, well, I got lavender in there. So if you want, I'll just mirror the steps so that you have in that drawing, in the picture.
Yeah.
And I'll just do the little kick out again, just a little bit here. And then what do you want the depths to be?
Probably like, what do you think, like 3 feet or 3.5?
I would go at least 3.5 to, like, again, it's even though it's short, you might just, I would say go 3.5 at one end and at least go 4.5 or 5 at the other, or
Okay. All right. Well, then let's go. You want to do 5 then?
I think your face is going to be my face is good.
But then you could come right to the end. You could sit right at the end like that. In the water.
Yeah, I mean, if it's me, what I'd probably say is like you want because you got 10 feet, and again, it's easy to dig. So I would kick this out. I'm gonna do it right now.
So we would want the depth part out towards the lavender.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll do that. We'll do like either 4.5 or 5 feet. Whatever you think would probably be best there. That's about it.
Okay, no problem.
Because we want like if you notice in that picture that's where the jet wall will be, where you're going to be sitting kind of on that wall looking out, you know.
Okay, so
you'll be sitting to the right and to the left of the steps. So we don't want like the steps to be the too big, you know.
okay, so we got 14. You guys want to go steps maybe 4 foot wide? So you got kind of 5.
We're measuring right now.
No problem.
So you're saying 4 foot wide, that's 4.
Yeah, 4's good. 4's good. And then is there a way to take that honey that's on the, like, see how there's 1, 2, 3 steps
Yeah.
here? Just do 1, 2, so that's a whole feeding ledge right there, and then you would drop down.
Yeah.
Down. It's not like all the way into the pool, but then you'd have the whole feeding, or you don't want to do that.
You don't normally there's a big drop off, you know, then you
But if
can't
you
walk
like
up.
this section 5 feet,
You can't walk up out of there because the first step, the riser would be really
I
high.
totally understand that. But then maybe we need to not make this 5 feet tall
No, I
enough.
think this should be 5, but I think that the seating should come like an L
Okay.
on the side.
That's great.
Okay. Okay, so we're good. Yeah. So yeah, either 4 or 5 foot. You know, as far as the steps leading in, I think 4 feet. I guess is what they're saying.
Yeah, the nice thing about this is just so easy to change.
Yeah. And then we'll do the vent is kind of like L's on both sides. You know, from the 5 foot wing and then L out towards exactly towards the lavender. And then on the wall, that's the lavender is going to go straight down. There won't be any seating along there.
Okay, no problem. What I'll do it. See how you guys like it here.
And we might do some fire pits, like a linear fire, kind of along those 2 5 foot, where the dimensions show 5 feet, kind of right there, linear.
No
Kinda
problem.
Like where those planter boxes are,
No problem.
maybe something like that. So we might just put those in, show those if we can, just put it.
Not a
we might
problem.
Change it and not put them in. Yeah, that looks better.
And then let's see here. I want to do the depths of the pool. So basically, what we're gonna do is this end of it. When you go in, this is gonna be 3.5.
Yeah. Well, when you first walk in, now right at that 14 foot, like right at that first step there, there's probably gonna be one more step cut in there too. Like if you look at the picture.
Yeah, that's I got another space in there for it.
Okay. Just so when I give it to my blaster guys, they'll understand, I've learned that the plant's got to be pretty darn close. If my hand looks at a plant, like, it doesn't look like this.
Oh yeah, no, you got. Yeah, we're not building a space shuttle, but we like to be as close as we can.
Yeah,
Right.
I know, yeah.
But what we'll do is we'll go ahead and just put another step in here because I have this 2 foot wide for that purpose. So you had 2 steps in here.
And then we'll probably put the light too, probably on the lower shelf, like right on the, probably on each side of the steps,
Yeah, you're gonna use the LEDs.
Yeah. Where the 5 foot, 5 and 5, one on one side, one on the other, kind of right in there, so we can show those.
There you go. There you go. Where's my steps? Where do they go?
Yeah.
Now, did you ever have a pool company, Dave?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we sold it. It was a big commercial company.
Oh, okay.
We dealt with commercial pools. So nothing too exciting, but
No, they're not bad.
yeah. So we're gonna put the light right on each side of the right there. So yeah. Yeah.
So you want them on the steps there, or you want right there? I'm assuming.
Yeah, one on each side. Yeah, one there and one on the other side. Yeah, that's all I need. Yeah.
No problem. And then what do you think the edge of the pool is going to be?
Pardon me, what was the what?
Like the coping. Was the coping?
It would probably just be like four-place concrete.
And then what about this? So the decking on the outside. So there's the pool basically. I'll show you from the top here.
Or like a precast or something.
I gotcha.
We don't want it to be. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it right, flush with the concrete because we got a lot of like stuff that flows around.
So do you want the pool raised up?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of thinking maybe so.
And just tell me what you want it. It's easy to do.
What do you think? Because the height of the pool, so it's not exactly flush with the concrete. But we have the cover, so. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Flush.
Okay. And then so I got two lights in there. You can see the steps. And then if you see the benches, I have them all the way dead ending. Is that how you want them?
Yep, that's it.
No problem. What's going on with this thing? All right, there we go. That's a little more closer. All right. So, and then the decking around the pool, just so we have something we can see. It doesn't matter. But you're just going to do.
We wanted to do grass like on the right and then the left, and then there'll probably be just the concrete with the grass in between, like the pavers, or some wood, some wood decking. So to the right and the left of the pool, it'll just be grass, like artificial turf.
Gotcha.
And then heading away from like around the steps and that fire pit, those linear fire pits that are right where the 5 foot would be on either side. The linear fire pit's probably there. That in that area there, it'll all be like the grass. We have concrete now. I think they're like 5 by 5 or whatever with grass.
Gotcha.
6-inch grass.
So the linear fire pits, how big you want them?
Let's go probably. They're probably going to be like, I don't know, like 8 inches wide or a little wider, whatever, and then probably the length of that, whatever that area is there. Yeah, what's the length of that?
Well, I got like you wanted the length. I'll do it 2 different ways so you can see it.
Yeah, the coping, from outside the coping, I guess, to
Yeah, that's
the coping.
Yeah. So the outside there is 5 foot. From coping, if you go to outside, you go 6. Let me just draw it up since we're here.
Yeah, that outside of coping right there.
Yeah, that's 6 foot. So if we did it like this, now again, the outside is going to be 8 inches. So what's the OD and what's the ID of the fire pit? That's really what I'm looking for. So like the outside, the inside would be 8 inches. What would the outside be? Like you're going to have 6 inches on each side of concrete.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, whatever the coping would be, the standard coping is that like.
There's not when you do a fire pit, you usually do them like 6 inches wide.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do 6 inches,
wide,
then you're gonna have 8 inches in the center. So that's basically 16 plus 8, so it's 24 wide, right? And then by a foot, do you want them raised up a foot high?
Yeah, it would just be. I'm thinking just like a linear fire pit, like kind of in the ground with like the rocks and stuff in there.
So you want them flush?
Like yeah, like flush kind of.
Flush.
Yeah.
Okay, no
So
problem.
it would be like about 8 inches wide by whatever the outside of that coping measurement would be. From the steps there.
Right. Yeah.
The outside of that coping. The outside of coping on the edge of the pool, the edge of the pool. So
Yeah. So you tell me if
8
that looks. So I'll go to 3D here so you can see it.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, and then just push it close. It's going to be kind of tucked in right in there. Next, kind of looks just like those planter boxes. Like if you can imagine those planter boxes in the picture.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just
Just flush. Okay. Gotcha.
yeah. So it doesn't be above ground like that with the planter.
Right. So you're basically doing this. What you're talking about is doing this.
Yeah, and that thing will just run right up against the coping right there.
This would just be like that. Yep.
Coping.
Just like that.
Yeah, push it in against the pool though. Like right up against where it's right up to the coping.
Right. Yeah. Well, you can't. Well, I don't know if you. Well, you'll see it here in a second. Let's see. I don't know if you can push it.
Yeah, like that exactly. Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. Okay. Cool.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because we get some wind and stuff, like that.
Yeah, I know that. I have friends over there in Valley Center that I'm at. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys a little bit away from you guys, but
If we have them right on the edge there, overlooking like the lavender and stuff, the flames will be blowing like right in the face. This way it'll be kind of blowing back away from you in a way. Because the wind comes up and over the hill, like the lavender hill comes up that direction towards the house.
something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's pretty close.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
And then just for giggles, go ahead.
Just I want to do our landscaping and stuff all around there, and it looks pretty good. We got a tree that's not in there. It's kind of in the corner over there on the property that are over.
Well, and you're gonna do stepping stones around here, like you said, right?
Right. Yeah.
And like 3x5, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's something along those lines. Yeah.
And then from here, technically, no. So now you got to ask. You're a pool builder. For most builders, I don't put on like skimmer location, or the jets are going to place out. But if you want, we got 20 minutes. Do you want to put on the skimmer, and do you want me to put the jets on there? You can't see them in the 3D.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to put all that stuff in there.
So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Because it makes it easy then.
Right.
And then you don't got to think when you're building it.
Exactly.
Okay, so where would Mr. Skimmer go? Where you want her to be?
I mean, we probably just need one skimmer, right?
Yeah, and it's going to be, again, it's probably going to be a front loader. So you don't have to go, unless you want a big skimmer on there.
No,
But
it would just be,
just do a front loaded one.
No.
That's what I do.
Where do you think it should go? I mean,
Yeah, if it's me, I'm probably in the winds whipping. Normally, I would put the skimmer, and again, you want to autofill on there too.
Yeah. Like right in that area.
I'd probably put it right here in the corner. Move it like that, and that's probably the best place for it.
Okay, that works.
And then,
Hey, the equipment's closer to the other side. Can you flip it over to that side? Yeah.
do you mean to the? You want to do it on the other end?
Yeah, like just in that same location, but instead of being on the right, on the left side.
No problem.
Yeah, because the equipment's closer to that side. That's where my truck and stuff are going to go to keep my run shorter.
And I don't know, if Bob or Jim or Juan or Jose who's going to do your plumber, just make sure I'm gonna put on here front loaded, so he don't.
Okay.
So it's labeled on there, so you don't miss it. But I don't know if Bob or Jim or Juan or Jose speak it in English and read it in English. Sometimes they don't.
Yeah. I know.
And
I'll go.
right. We'll put the main drains on there. They don't really need to be there. Not that big a deal. Okay. And then when it comes to jets, where do you want them?
Definitely all along that wall, all along the bend,
Right. So you just tell you want double, where you want, and then generally you're going to need to that stuff. You're going to need to point them out and put them exactly where you want.
Probably do that. The triple, the triple one where it's got the two on the top and then one on the bottom. But those will be probably on the walls on each side of the bottom. Yeah, like the steps there. Yeah, right in that area.
And then I'm going to tell you. So when it comes to the physics of it, if you do jets, so you can do the stack jets that are like at the back and the lower back. If you do calf jets or foot jets, which I highly recommend, you want to put those on a separate pump. Because if you don't put them on a separate pump, you're not going to like it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, our last school, we had 3 pumps.
Yeah. So, again, I would just put, these here.
Yeah. And then run the jets along the wall, the other wall, too, like going down the bench, down.
This way?
Towards the lavender.
Yeah, because you can have 8 seats in here. You can have 8 seats, no problem with jets if you want it.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, all along there. You go. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah, our last school, we did like an air bar in there, which I might do on this one maybe. We had like an air bar in the bottom. It was kind of like a cross, or the T or whatever you want to call it,
Oh, right on. I haven't done. Again, there's so much. I am just, I've done crazy stuff, of course, like, the stuff off of slopes and stuff like that. But do you want to go ahead and just put jets in front of all these on the bottom?
Yeah.
It'd be hard to get one in the corner, but I'll put it there.
And then what are those? Are those floor jets or those?
Floor jets, yeah. That stuff you got to lay out. I can't call again. You're gonna that stuff. Some of it you just can't. You can't get the guy will screw it up if you don't.
Okay.
So what you do, and you built one before, but you just want to, tell Bob or James or Jim or whoever,
Right.
And then the other thing is, if you're going to do an auto cover, what side is it going to be on?
I was thinking it was probably where the storage part of it was probably going to be without towards the lavender, and it would roll in.
So do you want to keep the whole thing off that slope a little bit then, and then have that? Because then that thing will be sticking off the slope if you don't.
Yeah, maybe it's back where you're at right now. Maybe it hangs in right there and then rolls out. I don't know. I'm not really sure how to. What do you think?
Well, they have a vault on them, so you can't put it on the side. You can't put them on the side where the skimmer is, and you really can't put them where that fire pit is. And I would tell you not to put it on that slope side. So I would. It's right. It's right on the right side. It's kind of what we got. And again, I'm just gonna. They'll charge you for the detail. So I don't know if you got an account with Pool Engineering, or if you want us to engineer it for you.
Yeah. Well, the only thing is, it was putting it on the right side there, though. Doesn't it roll along the track? And doesn't the track get broken right at the step?
That's the thing. Like, so if you're going to put it on that other side, then I would tell you to push everything back from the slope 3 foot.
That's how big the vault is for that thing?
Yeah, well, usually it's not going to be that big. It'll probably only, it depends on the roller. So you probably only need, 2 foot from the outside of the coping. Right? But you need that. You at least need a foot, and then you got a foot of structure.
Yeah, it's like a foot. I was thinking it was going to go kind of back out there, out in that area, and then roll in.
Yeah, so I mean, it ends up being. I'll just put a dash here, but you'd end up. Oops. So again, you're gonna have a structure. It's got to be a foot wide, and then a foot thick.
Yeah. Yeah, and that'll just all sit kind of underneath the coping.
Well, that's the thing is that and you could have it over that slope, which it doesn't hurt it.
Yeah.
So.
And then maybe we'll just make the coping detail bigger instead of whatever the coping.
Yeah, again, you're gonna lay all that out. I can't when you put it on the drawing.
Yeah.
Again, they'll screw it up.
Yeah.
It's just that easy.
Okay. And if we decided that we don't want to do that, we can always pull that out, right?
Yeah. Again, you got to tell me what. So really, from here after this, like we'll be done with the drawing early next week, middle of next week, and then I go, hey, if you don't want the pool vault, now's the time for me to take it off, because if not, you get charged for the detail.
Okay.
Because they have because when you build the pool, again, you're only going to get charged. You're going to have the pool engineering for this for me will run. Without the detail, it will run $400, and with the detail, it'll run $550. So if you don't do the pool vault, but again, when you go into the county, you want to have the right. You don't want to. If you're not going to do the pool vault, you don't want to put it on there.
Right.
So you just got till now. And if you're going to do the engineering, go ahead.
I don't have a company picked out yet for that cover yet, so I need to probably get with them and get some specs on that, So I
Yeah,
know.
but the details are all the engineering details are all the same.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's only
Put it
two.
on there. We'll put it-
Yeah, there's only two companies that do it that I know of, and the only one I know of right now, I think it's Pool Cover, and then I forget the name of the other company. There's not a bunch of guys that do it.
Yeah. Okay.
And again, the covers run, for a regular pool, they run about 12 grand.
Right. I know they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, they're pricey, but the pool vault's always the same. It's a detail that, we get. It's always the same.
Right.
So again, you just got to tell me, you guys. Like I said, what I'll do is I'll probably give you a call Tuesday or Wednesday and say, hey,
Yeah.
and then you just tell me if you found the guys, great, and they say, well, you don't even need the detail, no problem. But I have never heard of that. You're gonna, and again, the inspector coming out ain't gonna know his head from his rear, so it's all on you when it comes to how that's built. But the engineer will engineer it it's better for the pool to have that vault on there structurally.
Right.
And it's better that pool's deep on that slope, on the edge of the slope also. So just because the deeper we are close to the slope, the less of a footing, the less of a deepen, because they might say, hey, you need plus, because you have a standard detail, you have a downslope detail, and then you have the pool vault. The engineer might say, hey, I want to add a deepened footing. So if he says that, then it's another, $150. But I don't think they will, because it's just a downslope. So I think it's just going to be the downslope detail. But we won't know until you say, like next week, I'll say, hey, Dave, the drawing, we got to do a few other things and it's done. Do you want the pool vault on there? And you say yes or no. And then I send it in, and then a couple of days later, I'll bill you for it. And away you go.
Okay. Sounds good.
And that's about it. And what I'll do right now is, since we did this all, I'll take a couple pictures and email them to you. And I'll email this drawing to you right now. And then I'll talk to you next week and say, hey, what else? Do you want to take the vault off? Yes or no? And away you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll start doing some research on those covers and stuff to see which one I'm going to go with.
Yeah, it's not, again, I think Pool Cover is the name of the company. Or I know that's one of them. And and they're really nice.
Okay.
Do you want to run the gas for the fire pits just off the house?
Yeah.
Let's do that right now.
Yeah.
And that's just a 1-inch line
Okay.
that you'll just split off. It's PE pipe.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna tee it off right there.
Yep. There it is.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yep.
I'm sorry this wasn't faster.
Yeah. No, this is pretty straightforward.
This is the better way to do it. You're just done. You don't got to think,
Yep.
And there you go. Yeah. So I'll send this to you right now. And
Okay.
do you have any other questions?
No, I don't think so. And then, like I said, once you kind of send it over and stuff to review it, and then, I don't think there's really any changes, but there might be, one little thing we might need to move or change or
No, that's anything like that. Yeah. Just tell me. Like I said, it's easy to change. I just want to see where our north arrow is. You guys hold on real quick here. I just want to make sure that's right before.
Everyone wants to see the 3D one more time, too.
Oh, no problem. No problem. You are so welcome.
All that stuff they were saying, the 3D one, I do understand.
Yeah, no, it's definitely nice to see. And then north is toward the driveway. Okay. No, I'm pretty fair-minded. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, this is just, I'm going to be drawing anyways. What's the point? And it's really, like I said, I'm going to take these off. Let me just change this. Yeah, we had to search, or I had to search for all your information because it was not on the GIS. Sometimes it's not on there every now and then, and they don't make finding property parcel maps easy, and I can't figure out why, besides there's some notorious, gnarly organization. I think it's the real estate agents that made this thing so hard. Because it's all out there. I don't understand. So you guys can go back to this YouTube link anytime and just take a look at it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around all the way. And then I'm going to go to the dusk, go all the way around again. And then we'll go here to night. And then let me do one so you can see you can kind of see all the steps and stuff. And you got any changes? Like I said, I'm going to send the drawing over to you right now. And just mark it up or just make some notes and email me.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't foresee anything.
Yeah, it's no big deal. This is, like I said, this is a really, it's not a difficult one.
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. So no problem. You guys have been wonderful today. And I'll touch base with you. I'll put it on my calendar, touch base with you next Wednesday, Dave.
Sounds good. Thanks for your day.
All right. You guys have a very nice night.
All right, you too.
Okay. Bye-bye.